Hey everybody, it's Lon Seidman. We're taking a look today at a universal remote control from Philips that works with just about any TV, but it's also Roku compatible. They say this will work with any of the Rokus that's not a Roku stick, because those Roku sticks need a Bluetooth remote, and this one is an infrared remote. Now, I do want to let you know, in the interest of full disclosure, that the remote came in free of charge through the Amazon Vine program. However, all the opinions you're about to hear are my own. No one is paying for this review, nor has anyone reviewed or approved what you're about to see before it was uploaded. So let's get into it now and see what this remote is all about. It's not that expensive. This is kind of your typical universal remote control. It runs on two AA batteries that go into this battery door down here. The batteries are not included, so when you're out shopping, you do need to add these to your cart. But the battery life on this remote should do better than many of the Roku remotes, because this is not Bluetooth. The only time it's actually doing anything is when you're pushing a button on it. Again, because it's going to be using that infrared light bulb there in the front. Now, it does come with a couple of manuals, and these are what you use to program in your television. By default, it's configured for a Samsung TV, but if you don't have a Samsung TV, you got to use one of these codes to get it all working. And I would suggest putting this in a safe place after you open it up, because if you get a new TV, you'll probably have to reprogram it. The programming wasn't difficult. I paired mine up with my Roku Hisense TV just because it's a Roku device and my remote broke. And I was playing around with it a little bit earlier. It was able to get the TV turned on after I programmed the remote. All of the keys work as you would expect. The Roku special keys, like the star here, are mapped properly. The home button is also mapped properly, so I found it to be a good remote to replace what I had. Just note here that you don't have the little shortcut buttons to Netflix or YouTube or something like that. I would have hoped that you could maybe map the number buttons down here for that purpose, but it doesn't let you do that. It's a pretty inexpensive remote. You're not going to get any features, but it would have been neat to just kind of link up Netflix to button 1, for example, and run with it. But unfortunately, that is not going to work here. You also have the ability to, of course, hit the pause and fast forward buttons when you're in an app. So this was me in the YouTube app, and it looked like the pause and fast forward and everything else worked just fine. Now, you also have a stereo button here for linking up an audio receiver. When you have something like that linked up, the volume will work with that device. Many of us now have HDMI CEC, so that might not be as necessary as it used to be, but you have that option here. And all in, it's a universal remote control that is pretty affordable. I do wish we could have mapped these buttons down here to a specific streaming service. That would have been nice to have. Also note that this does not support voice searches either. So if you like that feature on the Roku, you're going to need to get a Roku remote that supports that. This one is basic transportation. That's going to do it for now. Until next time, this is Lon Seidman. Thanks for watching.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, Tom Albrecht, Marc Bollinger, Sergio Morales, Mark Dell, Jim Gallagher, and Stephen Sue. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.